was this one anime? I can't remember what it was called. But it was basically like this kid going deep down into a giant hole, and that was freaking kind of messed up.
Oh, the Abyss one?
Yeah, like
Made
I
in
can't remember.
Abyss?
Made in Abyss, yeah, that one. Dude, that was kind of messed up. That was dark shit.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I know of it.
I legitimately felt nauseous like on one of the episodes for that. So like I had to like lay down on the floor because I was watching it on my phone in the kitchen, and
Okay.
like there was like a really messed up scene in that.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode, episode of Loot First Ask Questions Later. This is episode 3. I'm Initiativ. I'm joined here with JamaicanJazz.
Hello.
Not too much going on this week so far. We haven't really
It's
been up
just
to too
some
much.
D&D. I don't know if you want to call it drama.
Yeah, there's some drama. Like some stuff. Like talk about some stuff.
Life happens, man. Life happens.
And what we've been playing offline as well. But yeah,
Mm.
there generally hasn't been too much going on this week. I mean, for me, anyway. Don't know about you.
I mean, apart from literally the stream, no. Yeah, no. Nothing.
Okay.
All right, that's the stream.
Uh,
Like we're gonna end there. Right, thanks for.
Yep. Well, that's been episode 3 of Loot
I
First
can't
Ask
believe we
Questions
made
Later.
it this
See you all.
far. I can't believe we made it this far, boy.
Yep. Okay then. So, like we said, hasn't been too much going on. What do you want to jump into first? Like what we've been streaming this week, this past 2 weeks?
I mean, I just want to know how the Diablo experience has been because I've heard some interesting things as far as frustrations is concerned.
I mean, Diablo's fun, but it definitely has its issues.
But you started
I
a new
mean,
season, right?
yeah, I've made a necro.
Summons
Like,
Necro? Or like are you doing the weird other build that doesn't use summons?
uh, uh, I I have an issue with Diablo 4 summons. They're not they're not even worth using at this point. They they they're
I mean,
essentially.
from what I heard, nothing's worth using at this point.
I mean, yeah, in general, but at least I'm not playing a Sorg. Yay!
I mean,
Um,
like, I have a couple of friends that are playing Druid. I got one person who wishes they were playing something other than Barb.
yeah,
I think
um,
only rogues are doing okay right now.
yeah, rogues and druids are the best at the moment. Like I
The
said,
Druid players that I was talking to, they were not having a good time.
really? Like, why
Yeah,
is Barb
apparently they
not
were
the
getting
best?
just like randomly one shot by everything.
I mean, that's just the state of Diablo at the moment. That's every class.
But isn't like Druid supposed to like be the tank, like one of is it the tankiest or one of the tankiest classes?
I mean, yes, but also like there's some enemies in the game that hitting harder than they probably should be. And I mean, there's going to be, was it the fireside chat coming up within the next few hours? I want to say.
Or let's put it this way, Initiative. It's been so bad that one of my friends stopped playing Diablo 4 and went back to playing Tower of Fantasy. Like,
Oh, ew! Really, Tower Fantasy?
yeah. So I'm
Oh,
like I haven't played Diablo at all, like Diablo 4 at all. So I don't exactly know what it's like. But
okay. So put it into perspective. The last patch on Diablo 4 nerfed everything,
oh yeah, yeah.
made the game harder, and I mean they've had a stream since then addressing it, like
But have they
talking
fixed
about
any of
why
the that stuff, or are they gonna fix it later? Is that gonna be like
that's gonna be in the
fix
next
it
week
later?
or so. They're doing their big patch is going to be in like a week or so. They're talking about it later today, I want to say. Oh, this is being recorded on the Friday night, Saturday morning of the 28th, 29th.
What is the
So
date today actually?
it is now the 29th because it's 1:30 in the morning.
Okay. I have wow, July disappeared.
Yeah, it went through really
Yeah.
quickly. But yeah, like the
Okay.
build I'm playing on. Yeah, build I'm
What
playing on
what
Diablo
level are you
4.
at now? Because I saw you playing the other day. I
Like,
thought you were gonna stream it.
I was going to, but then I decided to stream Honkai because Honkai's a lot more fun at the moment.
Still haven't got Blade
But
yet.
no, I haven't got Blade yet.
How many till you
But
pity?
I'm about 64 into pity, but it's a guaranteed. I mean, I could just save that for after if I wanted to.
Are you gonna be able to make it in time?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a new event at the moment.
Oh yeah, I did that on the toilet earlier before
Oh.
after I did stream the Trotter quest.
Yeah, it's short. It gives a little bit of
yeah. You just go up, talk to like a vending machine, and just hit the piggy.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, I just want to quickly go back to Diablo 4. Like, I'm like mid-40s on a necromancer. I'm using the
shit!
bone spear. I'm bone spear build.
Mid-40s? How many hours did you play?
Yeah,
With? I thought you were. I
mean,
saw you only like play it like one day. Surely you didn't get all that in one day.
no, I've put like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours into this season so far.
Oh damn!
It's not hard to level.
I thought they nerfed
at
the
all.
leveling.
No, they've made. I mean, well, for me, it feels like they made leveling faster.
Very weird.
They made everything else harder, but they made leveling easier.
Except for nightmare dungeons, apparently they made like the. I think that they changed like the end, or have they changed, or are they going to change the nightmare dungeon thing?
Oh, they nerfed how much experience they gave, but they also buffed it before, so it's still a net gain of what it originally was. So it being like 25% buff, it's not only a 15% buff compared to the original.
But when do you lock them?
At 50.
Yeah, I got today.
Actually, it's World Tier 3 you unlock in my dungeon, but I can get.
That's how the game works, man. There's so many. It's like I open up the freaking store and there's like 50 different currencies there. It's like, bro.
Nah, I mean it's just the one currency in Diablo. So. Oh, there's also I've seen a lot of people complaining with the battle pass at the moment. That if you do the premium, you only get 666 platinum when it costs.
Oh yeah. I saw that. And then like the way the math checks out, you won't have enough to get the battle pass the next time around.
Yeah,
it'll be like
Yep.
too short or something like that.
Yeah, the battle pass costs 1,000, and you get 666 out of it.
Tactical, literally calculated.
Yeah, it's so you got to pay every season. I mean, it's like an extra $5 every 3 months if you do the full battle pass.
What, for a game that you've already paid for?
I mean, what game doesn't do that these days?
Elden Ring.
I mean, there's going to be DLC, but there isn't.
Yeah, but the DLC will be like a separate game in itself.
Yeah, but Elden Ring and anything.
Which you still haven't finished yet, by the way. Just so you know, just reminding you, PSA.
I know. I'm waiting for the DLC before I get back.
You're going to start clean?
Yeah, and do a fresh run. But I mean, like most companies these days are an upfront cost with battle passes and shit like that.
I mean, I actually am genuinely impressed with Honkai Path of Exile. Their monetization. It's actually not. It's not super aggressive, which is kind of weird. It's kind of jarring.
I mean, apart from my issues I've told you about with PoE, like the monetization for PoE is actually pretty good.
It's insanely good. I actually don't feel like I was sitting there the other day and I'm just like looking at some of the stuff. It's like, this is actually really cool, but I don't need this. I was actually contemplating whether or not I should get that because I was like enjoying it.
Like the only thing I would say would probably be like a must if you want to put any amount of hours into it would be the currency stash tab.
Yeah, bro.
Like that's really I mean, there's there's a map stash. Like there's
I mean, like
essence tabs, but
like in a day, my stash tab has is half gems now. Like literally, like we play. You know the first time I played it, and you're just like, it's so triggering not seeing someone with like dedicated stash tabs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had like 3 gems in there, and then we played that one session, and now like half the side is like gems, and the other half is like, you know, jewelry and stuff. that I got from the labyrinth that I was because you can't teleport back and like when you're in the labyrinth you can't teleport back to town and sell your stuff.
Yeah.
So I had to like store it in my stash in between like the floors so I could loot more stuff.
Oh. Yeah.
Because like a boss spawned and it had like mirrored and something else, so it dropped like 4 times the amount of loot. So it did like double drops and then it did double mirrored drops. So there was like my entire screen was
Oh
just
god.
text. My entire screen was
Yeah.
literally just yellow text, and it dropped like an entire inventory's worth of jewelry. I didn't even pick up the armor and stuff like that because it was like more cost efficient to pick up the jewelry because they only took up 1 slot each instead of like
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it's
I
like
took
that.
all of that out and put it in my stash, and I found another room and it had like similar sort of drops, but it was just mirrored instead of like double mirrored or something.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've been enjoying it, and I feel like it would be the exact opposite experience as if I would play Diablo, because in PoE I'm just running through and just I hold down my little like now I hold down my whirlwind button. Before it was like the bonk and then make everything explode button.
Yeah.
Now I'm just spinning to winning. And the only time I've actually died is when I was playing with you. I just walked into a room, and because the enemies are scaled up, because there's 2 of us, I just like sometimes it just instantly die.
Yeah. Good
I think
times.
you died yesterday when we were playing as well. Like just
Yeah, I
randomly
did.
was. You just walked into the room and it's just like, oh shit, you're dead.
Yep.
And then I
Yeah,
walked
so it
in
was
there and it's like,
pretty
ah, this isn't
unexpected.
so bad. And then just instantly died as well. And then I had to walk all the way back.
Yeah. I mean the checkpointing system has issues. But
I mean, it's not too bad. Like,
like it's not the
uh,
worst. It's not the worst checkpointing
I
system.
mean, the
It's
mine thing
it,
is kind of weird, but I've only tried to do it once and then properly, and it's kind of jank. But everything else so far has been fine, to be honest. Like the tracking of the quest was kind of weird to get like work out how it worked at the start, but now it makes sense, kind of thing. Where it highlights the area, like you have to select an actual quest and it highlights the area where it's in. Because
okay. Yeah.
there's no like little trail or guide that tells you which way to go, right? It just kind of highlights one of the nodes on the waypoint system that you have to go to. And it's just like it's in
Yeah.
that area. Good luck, have fun.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I
Well,
think is really cool because like it doesn't hold your hand and tell you exactly where to go. So exploring actually feels really good. But did
I mean,
that you
like,
did?
I mean, like, there's achievements for like fully exploring certain areas in
Yeah, I got
PoE.
one.
No
I
one
got
ever
one.
does
I got one of the achievements. I full explored an area and I got one yesterday. It was the I think it was the catacombs.
that. Okay. Yeah.
I got a random achievement for full exploring that and killing all the enemies in there. Yeah. No, it's definitely fun,
Yeah.
and I'm willingly going into it blind and not looking up a build to see how far I can go. So
I mean, I recommend that. Like, I would always recommend going to PoE blind the first time just to see, like, just because if you go into a blind, you're more than likely to screw up a build.
ah,
I would.
the thing is, I'm not like too heavily invested into it. If it's like if I hit a wall, I'll just make another character. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it's
that.
I
I mean,
literally downloaded it because I kept running out of Chaos Dungeons in Lost Ark, and I'm just like I just because like, I spent so much time waiting for people to rock up for raids, and I'm just sitting
yeah.
there like doing Chaos Dungeons. It's like all of a sudden it's like 6 characters of Chaos Dungeons are done before we do one clown.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. I guess.
and then they get all done, and we do like 2 clowns and 1 triangle, and run out. And then we have to do like the other raids the next day, and we're waiting on one person to rock up. So I'm just like, well, I might as well start doing cubes. And then I run out of like I do like all the cube weeklies on my characters as well. So I'm just like, well, I need to like not do all of my chaos dungeons in one sitting, so I have stuff to do while we're waiting for people, right? And so I downloaded PoE just to you know, have it there.
I mean, like, and also like PoE has like 10 years worth of content in it, so there's a lot to do. Like if
It doesn't
you want to
actually
just
tell
play
you how to
hours,
play as well, which I like. So it has that sort of discovery factor to it that keeps it fresh.
yeah, like it is not handholdy at all. It
Yeah,
expects you to figure it out all out yourself.
yeah. So it's like it kind of gave me the same vibes as RuneScape.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
RuneScape is like there's so much shit that you just pick something and just do that, and then if you get sick of it, just do something else, and then just rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that's one of the best parts about RuneScape for me, at least, is like the fact that you don't have to play a specific way. Like there's options.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know like how complex Diablo is compared. I'm guessing it's not as complex at all compared to the
I
PoE.
mean, I mean, yeah. There's complexity, but it's not like like almost 300 skill, like 1,000 skill options.
Like you don't get stun locked for
Dave.
15 minutes just looking at the skill tree. Like
Yeah. Like there's complexity, there's build diversity in PoE, but I mean it's also in its infancy. It hasn't even been out for 2 months.
my favorite part about PoE
It's
is I tried to explain to the missus what the PoE skill tree looks like, and the fact that I couldn't even screen like I zoomed out of the skill tree. I couldn't even screenshot the entire skill tree. I only got like half, like the bottom half of it on the screenshot.
also, you should keep in mind that's only one of the skill trees.
Yeah,
There- There's a few more.
I think I've seen the other one that like they're super like deep, like they're super gigantic. Like, isn't there like a dummy thick one that's bigger than the regular one, like the first one?
Uh, it's not as big as the first one, but there's the map skill tree, which is the end game skill tree. Like it's just for like it puts modifiers on the end game. There's also your ascendancy class skill tree, which is a smaller one, just like small specializing. And at the moment in the current league, they gave weapons skill trees,
Nice.
which I thought was just fucking stupid.
I
Like,
mean, I mean that's probably what Lost Ark's gonna get with that thymine minesweeper shit. So, I mean, what else can you do? Like,
yeah,
what you can have like summons that are pets that have their own skill tree. Like, what everyone's a necromancer now. Like,
okay. Can I just touch onto that Daemon thing for a second? Because that upgrades gear. I'm assuming that's gonna be like instead of like making like
I mean, it's
Daemon gear.
separate from elixirs, which is also upgrading
Yeah,
gear, and tripods, which is also upgrading gear.
I mean tripods isn't upgrading gear anymore.
Well, no,
It's
but
part of
it used to be on the actual gear. Obviously, they
yeah,
made it a separate system.
and also like that's another thing on like the, the tangent to that is like they've said that the third awakening isn't technically a third awakening; it's its own vertical progression system.
And it's not ready yet. Soon,
Yeah,
we'll release it when it's ready because it's gonna break the game if we release it too soon.
so people are assuming. I mean, it's just people assuming. It's like nothing has been confirmed that there's going to be a skill tree tied to the third awakening.
I think skill trees is like the problem that WoW had, right? They had too much systems that isn't that what
No,
WoW's trying to clamp down on? Is like all the extra bullshit.
no. What happened with WoW was, I mean, it's the reason why I quit WoW. I mean, there's other reasons I quit WoW. One of the main reasons is that they simplified it too much. They,
Really?
like, yeah,
I thought like one of the main issues with WoW is it's so hard to get into because you have to do like 5 million things just to be ready to do raids.
I mean, that's these days. Like, I
Oh,
mean,
when
that
did you
was,
quit WoW?
I quit WoW when, I think it was Warlords of Draenor. That's when I
Oh
quit.
shit.
That was, when did that was like
Was that
8
before or
years
after
ago?
Legion?
That was before.
Is that the one before Legion?
Yeah, it's the one before. all the
Is that Warlords of Draenor was the ones with the orcs, right?
yeah, that was 2014. Yeah, holy shit,
Because
not even.
Legion was the green one. Draenor was
Yeah,
it was like browny red, and then you had like
yeah.
the dragon one, but that looked cool, but probably was bad.
Which dragon one? There's two dragon. There's two dragon ones.
The one with the
There's
black
Dragon
dragon and
Flight.
the lava.
Oh, Cataclysm. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
one. Enjoyed that one. Yeah, I played through Cataclysm, Mr. Pandaria,
was
and
apparently
there was
Mr.
another one.
Pandaria was like relatively badly received, but
I mean, at the time it was badly
decent.
received,
But it was
but
actually
now
like
people look
decent.
back on.
Yeah,
But nowadays people look back on it like really fondly. Like it was not a bad experience.
because all I remember from Mr. Pandaria wasn't that there was this one dude that like made a panda dude, and he didn't actually leave like the starting area,
The
and just
starting
remained
area, yeah,
like he just remained neutral the entire time.
yep.
And it's just
And he
like
got most of the time.
that is such an MMO thing to do. Like I don't know any
It
other
is.
game that would do that. Like in RuneScape, it's just like you have attack, strength, and defense, and you have these guys called defense pures, where they don't level up defense. So they like max out attack to like 99, and max out strength to 99, and max out health to 99, but they have one defense. So like everything hits them like as if they're just a like a level one fresh character, but they just try and delete everything before they die.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Like, do you know how long it would take to
Glass
get that?
cannon.
Literally a glass. But yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know, because from what I heard, like in WoW, it's kind of getting to the point where similar to like Lost Ark, right? Where you had to get too many things. Like Lost Ark comes in, you have to get your what? You have to get your relic set. You have to get your gear set conversion. You have to get your gems. You have to get your tripods. You have to get your engravings. You have to get your quality. You have to get your card set. You have to get your set bonus.
Yeah,
Uh,
full stuff.
like
Yeah, it gets a bit much.
I thought that was what was the problem with WoW, and that's what Dragonflight was trying to fix with all the systems that they have. Because like from what because I never played WoW for like enough to like I played like 4 hours of WoW total, right?
Yeah.
But from the way I understand it is like every time an expansion came out, it was a reset but not a reset.
Yeah, like you.
Like you spend like most of the expansion farming for something, and then another expansion comes out, and then whatever you were farming for is just now gone.
Yeah, it would reset all the borrowed power, and then it would you have to farm the new shit. Which
But
is like I'm. That's also another thing. Like a lot of a lot of WoW is borrowed power. Like you
yeah,
don't actually
but
increase
isn't
it.
that what
I think
Dragonflight was trying to fix?
yeah, I think it was. I haven't really looked too much into, but I think they were trying to fix that.
Because like that, like from what I saw, that's what I thought they were trying to do with the rework. They revamped the skill tree and everything.
Oh, and I remember like a really big contention point as well is that they started going towards like single character, for like single character, like wanting people to only play single character. Like they would say, yeah, go play ults, but the amount of content you need to do, it was just like there was
That's
no
so
point in
weird
it
to
at all.
hear, just coming from like people complaining in Lost Ark that I don't want to play this many characters. It's just so weird to.
Yeah, but now, like from what I've heard with Dragonflight, ults are actually somewhat viable to make.
But like ults are like conceptually ults are like not that difficult to implement well. It just obviously means that they make less money. But
Yeah,
from an objective point of view, what they do is probably the best option as far as capitalizing on uh, like what you call it, like profit margins and stuff like that.
yeah,
But then you have like these games where people just spend 90% of their time standing at the bank or just like jumping around in town doing nothing. Whereas, because it was happening in RuneScape a lot as well. Like sometimes you just log in the morning and you just sit at the bank, and 6 hours later you're still standing at the bank, but you haven't done anything. Like you've like clocked 6 hours in the game.
Yeah, yeah. That was generally towards the end of an expansion in WoW, but
But wouldn't you
at the
just
start
make
of
it
the
all
expansion,
friendly so people would just want to play more of the game like willingly instead of being forced to play it? Like, it's like that Goldilocks zone between single character and like Lost Ark alts, where it doesn't like in my head it's not hard. You just make the game more enjoyable so that you can play it on one character or play it on multiple characters, and you just want to play the game.
like if Lost Ark did that, they'd have to make gold character based, not account based.
I mean, I would be totally okay with Lost Ark being like, yo, you can only earn gold. Like, obviously, like, even if you just triple the gold from each raid, and you can only get gold from each raid once a week.
Yeah,
So, like, you still get gold from Argos, you still get gold from Volton, Vicus, whatever, but you can only get it once a week, right?
yeah.
Because like obviously the higher tier players can do multiple raids, right? And
Mm.
then the lower tier players, they don't have to worry about the higher tier raids because the gold income they'll get from the current raids that they're doing will be like on par with what they need to hone, right?
Yeah.
And I just need to get rid of the freaking wipe mix, dude.
I mean, like the way I want it to be for like Lost Ark Gold is you can only still do, and they leave it as the and do the 3, but you get the 6 times gold. I don't think do it on one, and you get gold on one character.
I think 6 times is a little bit too much though, because I feel like it's forcing people to play six characters optimally. Like it's just
No, like
it's not good.
no, but you only get gold on one character though. Like it's the same amount of gold if you did 6 characters.
Well, even if you only have one character.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I guess, but that would just well at that point, why would you make it 6 times? Just make it like 2 times, and then just cut the gold requirement for honing in half. So you're printing
I
less
mean, yeah,
gold.
I mean
Because
that'd
then
be fine.
inflation wouldn't be as big of a deal. People would still get income based off of what raids they're doing, and obviously like the RMTs are going to complain, but who gives a shit about them? Like,
I mean, like, but if they kept the gold cost the same, then it'll just be the 6 times. They need to adjust everything. So,
if they kept the gold cost the same, it probably wouldn't be like I'd be okay with like 2x or 3x. Because keep in mind, you'd be getting gold from Volton Bike, like Argos Volton Bike. Like you could probably even say Orejo, I guess, if you want to add that in there as well.
yep, yeah, but that's if you're doing like that's if they do every raid. I'm talking like if they kept it as the 3, they can only get gold from 3. Like they kept it all the same, but just changed how much
I don't
gold
know.
you
I
get
just don't like the
from each character.
limitations. I feel like the game would go so much better if they didn't limit the stuff. They didn't make it feel like you had to do it. Because if you put limitations on there, people would just automatically be like, "Yo, I have to do this." Like obviously, like if you don't put a limit on gold, there's going to be one idiot that does 24 characters and 3 raids on each character to get maximum gold every week. But that's
Yeah,
not like that percentage of the player base is just not anywhere close to the majority of the player base. Like, it shouldn't be a factor.
I mean, but you need to have some limitations on it. Otherwise, you're going to have that 24 character person. And there's someone I'm talking to you right now that has 24 characters that would do that.
I don't think that factors into the pie, like on the pie chart. Like, I'd say that'd be like low 2 or 3% of the pie chart.
Okay. I don't know.
Like honestly, like botting would be worse, more of an issue than that, just because of the way
Yeah.
scaling. Like you pick 1,000 players, I'd say only one of them would, 2 of them would have 24 characters. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, probably only the one person with 24 out of that.
Yeah, I'm saying like if there's 1,000 people in Lost Ark right now, I'm probably one of the only few people like in that 1,000 with 24 characters.
Yeah.
But I don't do all my raids. So like you have to factor in the percentage of people who have 24 characters do all the raids for gold on those 24 characters. Right?
I mean, if all your characters gave gold, like 3 sets of gold, would you do it on every character?
No. Like the reason I
You
have so many
sure?
characters is because I do it for fun, right? You know, people ask me why would you do it? It's just because I just enjoy it. I just want to be able to do stuff like that I feel like doing in the game. You know, I don't do
Yeah.
raids for gold. I do raids just to have fun. That's the thing, right? And it's easier to have fun if you're not being like think about it this way. Like if there's only two ways to build a class, you can't really have fun as much as if you have multiple options on building your character, right? For example, the most fun I have in this game is on my expertise destroyer, which isn't even considered a build at this point. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But the only reason I have so much fun on it is because it's so stupid that I don't set the expectation. Like it's not, oh look, I have built this character to do X amount of damage within a certain period of time, which means that I should be able to clear. I'm not going into that. I'm just like, look, I just want to hit a stagger bar and watch it go bye bye.
Yeah. That's also because you have. I'm not saying like you also have groups that you could take that into.
I mean,
There's
recently,
people
but like a lot of the time before, I would just pug the expertise destroyer, and either people would not realize my build and be confused halfway through the raid why the orange bar all of a sudden disappeared, or
yeah.
they realize on the second gate and be like, "What? Huh? Wait, yeah." And most people don't look; they just see the roster level and just 5x3 and just accept.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like people get mad quicker because of the limitations. You know what I mean? Like people want to get all of their raids done as soon as possible, which means they're on a timer, which means every time you wipe they tilt faster, and like it's like a snowball effect because you have like 8 people in a raid, and if they're all doing that, then it's just like a toxic cesspool of bullshit.
Yeah, that's because people want to get their gold and get out as quick as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's why
saying.
they
But
make.
if you unlimit that, then they have the choice of getting whatever they want. You know what I mean? Like if you unlimit the gold, then if they're deciding to do 24 characters worth of raids for the gold, that's on them, right? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if
Yeah, I do, but I don't know.
it's
Like,
like initiative, it if I gave you a choice of washing the dishes or vacuuming the lounge, what would you do?
are we vacuuming? What?
Okay, and then if I told you just go vacuum the lounge, would you want to do it now?
No.
Like, would you
No,
rather
no,
be
no,
given the would you rather be given the option or be told what to do?
no, like I get what you're doing, but it's still like it doesn't matter what and what. Like people are still like you could make the 24. People will still be forced to do it. Doesn't matter. Like
I think it'd be forced
people will.
less than what we have now, though, because like the 6 limitation now basically forces people to have 6 characters. Like we don't have a main and then alts. We have like a main 6, which is different from having a main and alts.
So that's where you have one main character that gets all the gold. Just 6x the gold on the one character.
Yeah, but that would be like, but is that doing all the raids on that one character?
No, it's just keep it as the 3, and you only get 6 times gold on the 3 raids on one character.
I don't know.
So
I
you
don't
have
know
a
how that.
main character, then you have alts. Like alts are just purely for fun. You're not getting gold on alts at that point. You just get
I
gold
mean,
on
I
alts.
would
And you have fun on
like.
alts.
I mean, if you want to have it like that, I would like it more if they had like one designated character per week, and then one alt gets like 1x gold. So you can do your main and then have like just a second character that doesn't get quite as much gold as your main, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun.
Like I don't want to.
Or
Like I'm not one of those like all in on just one character or all in on just alts kind of like.
yeah, or they could have it like you designate as many characters you want up to 6, and it just divides the gold between them. Like if you want to just designate one character, then you get all the gold on that one. If you just designate two, it splits it.
I guess, yeah. Designate 2 and they both get 3x. That'd be pretty good. But I don't know
Like
how
maybe do
that
some.
would. But that would be kind of jank because then you just have people running 2 characters at like Harder Khan or something like that, and then just pumping the gold.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be. I mean, people would already doing that. Like people. I mean, some people only do the two characters and they go off that.
Actually, most of the people that I know, they have like the trash alts doing like Vicus Clown and Vicus Clown and Wonderful Brill, and then they just do the free boxes on their main
On the
characters
main, yeah,
because it's
yeah.
actually
I mean,
it's more cost efficient because of the rewards that they get compared to
yeah,
the gold.
yeah, yeah. I've heard of it.
Like, I can't remember the last time my main actually claimed gold on for a raid. It's been a hot minute.
I mean, that is a way to go. I mean, it's more cost effective on like it'll be more cost
Yeah,
effective doing that on like a
I don't know.
carnival.
There's too many like the way the economies are. There's too many complicated ways to abuse it that I don't think the developers understand their own system enough to be able to cover for all of it. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's with any in-game economy.
Oh yeah, yeah, for
Gets out
sure.
of control.
Like that one time
But,
Pestilli and Tarkov broke the flea market.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's with any game. Like any game that has an in-game economy that's run by players, will
Yeah,
always have the people that.
they're always gonna be the El Goblinos using that shit. I was one of those
Yeah,
guys. I miss those days.
yeah.
That's one of the things that put me off of BDO is like the first time I opened it up, I look at the marketplace and when base materials start in the thousands, it's like nah, yeah. It
Yeah,
gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like I don't want to buy a stick for 1,000 silver. That's just
it's like I've got 2 billion silver. I have like 2 billion silver. That's not a lot.
yeah.
That's
It's like 2 bill in RuneScape is yeah, I guess whatever. It's like the equivalent of like having a part-time job at a supermarket or a Macca's or something like that.
oh, yeah.
Like if the text for your gold in RuneScape isn't green, then you're basically homeless.
Really?
Because you know how like Lost Ark, the currency changes color. Like I can't remember what the color of silver looks like when it's
Yeah,
under 100 mil, but when it hits 100 mil, it turns yellow instead of
yeah, yeah.
yeah. RuneScape has that with money as well.
Okay.
So like anything under 1 mil is like I think I can't remember. I think 1 mil is like green. But like 1 mil, I could cut trees for an hour in RuneScape from on a fresh account and make 1 mil. That's how expensive logs sell for because the bots are gone.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like messed up, overinflated economies is like it's a big like red flag for me when I play a multiplayer game, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets a bit out of control.
That's why I was kind of impressed with PoE because there wasn't a direct uh marketplace as such. I found it interesting that it doesn't do like the classic gold angle. You got the gold or the silver angle. And like
Um,
when you sell your gear, you just get more materials that you can actually use, which was I thought was a really interesting take on it.
yeah. That's yeah. Yeah. All the player trading is based on materials.
But like the currency is like based on primarily scrolls of identification early on, which I thought was interesting because like I keep running out of them because I'm stupid and I keep identifying shit even though I know it's gonna be trash. So
Yeah. But that problem will stop very soon. You'll start getting more than you can use. That's why I have like 2,000 scroll of wisdom.
that's why you don't
That's
pick up. That's why you don't pick them up when we play together. But you literally pick everything else up. That's good. You think I don't notice, but I do. I'm nice about it.
Yep.
I saw that legendary that dropped that magically disappeared instantly.
I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
I saw it.
No idea.
You can't hide that shit from me.
It was a crappy legendary anyway.
Yeah, that's why he threw it on the ground. I didn't even pick it up because I knew it's a crappy legendary because he threw it on the ground. It was a bow that I couldn't even use. So yeah, you think I don't remember? You think I don't remember? Huh? What legendaries drop identified now? Is that what?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's an update. They copied it from Diablo. Everything's identified as soon as it drops.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like on one hand, I'm looking forward to a con, but on the other hand, I'm kind of concerned about a lot of things with the game.
Yeah,
It was super refreshing to meet like chill people today, because like my experiences recently have been super toxic.
start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, toxicity is kind of inherent. Not inherent. It's like
Yeah, but it's just like
toxicity
that
and boss
weird
fight
thing
just
where
go
it's
together at this point.
dude, it's like that weird sort of toxic relationship thing where like the sensible people know how to leave, and like all that's left is the people who are just batshit insane.
Yeah. Yep.
It just feels so weird. Like there's super nice people, but I don't know. It's
Yeah. It's like all of the nice people that sick of the toxicity in life.
like all the nice people are like super chill, right? But then they just get put off because of all the other toxic people, and it's like if you meet a nice person and you're trying to be nice yourself, it's just a shock that
Um,
like I had a clown run today on stream earlier, and it was like by my standards, like put into perspective, Initiative. I do like 20 something odd clowns, a week, right?
yeah, I know you do. Yeah.
There's some clowns where you know how the raid just be where today he wakes up and chooses violence, and then like some days he just dies and he doesn't do it. Like you get every mech like it's like some days he's just the red lights, and some days it's green lights all the way. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Today the lights broke and the repair people didn't know what to do, so there's just a bunch of people at the four-way crossing that don't really know how to drive, and they're kind of confused because the lights aren't on. And it was that for
Okay.
about 15 pulls in a row.
Was this with randoms?
I mean, no, yes and no. So it was people in the stream, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
two of them were super chill. Like I'm surprised. Like two of them were juicers, and one of them was like a friend that I did like that was from like Reggie's group of Lost Ark, and he was just he was doing agent things, like I don't know. It was so dude.
Yeah.
Like in bingo, I I I thought I would have learned it. Like I thought I would have learned this by now doing so many. But apparently, in bingo, the main objective is to fill up as much of that board as possible. Right? That you have to get bingo. That's the goal, right? Because
Yeah,
the tiles with the skulls on it is a DPS tile. If you stand in it, you do more damage, right? So picture the entire bingo board except for like one of the red tiles in the bottom left. Well, all of them were red tiles, but one of the red tiles didn't have a skull on it. But everything else was red tiles. And the boss had 2 bars of HP or something left.
Oh god.
And he was trying to use the sidereal, and he was standing on a tile with a skull on it. So he used the sidereal, but because it was a red tile, he instantly clowned, which cancelled the sidereal out, so it didn't kill the boss.
Oh no, really?
So he got
Oh,
charmed.
shit.
He bingoed on the third one to get the bingo, and then he didn't. He got out of the clown. Then he tried to cast a sidereal again while still standing on the skull, and then got turned into a clown, which cancelled out the bingo again, and then he died, and then we failed the pool.
The whole board was red, yeah?
The whole board was red, and one tile had no skull on it. And he was standing on the one tile that had a skull on it, plus the other tiles that had skulls on it. And the skull with the tile with no skull on it was right next to him.
Oh, fuck it.
And
Sounds like a fun time.
like in a normal circumstance, if that was a pug, I would have been like, get me out. But I was just sitting there, like it was just so funny. It was just so funny. I don't know why, because the other two guys, they were doing the sidereal for gate 3, right? So they were chill. Like everyone was screwing up, right? It wasn't one particular person. Like I went into Mario 3, just died instantly. It was fine. Pally went in and just like, people were forgetting like which Marios they were in. It was like everything that could go wrong could go wrong. Like we had the one Mario that I had to go into Mario 3 instead of Mario 4 because the Paladin got clowned before Mario happened. I go in,
Yeah.
I jump, there's the bouncy ball in Mario 3. I jump, and I jump to the next platform, land on the next platform, and then instantly die from free fall, even though I was already standing on the platform. So I'm dead. There's a curse on the destroyer, so they have to zero out the boss's bar before he dies from the curse. So he's on his destroyer. He's juiced as shit, right? So he does get clown to 1 HP, right? And we're just like, oh,
Yeah.
that's fine. He made it. It's fine. It's chilling. Like it's got the destroyer, the pally, and the sword. We'll be fine. Right? It's just me dead, right?
Yeah.
Destroyer just randomly dies from the curse anyway, even though we killed clown. Because you know how you had the cutscene after you zero out his
Yeah.
HP before he goes into bingo? He dies during
Yeah.
that. So
Oh,
Pally's with the Sork. He's pinging, and the Sork is just like, I don't know how to do bingo. And he's just dropping bombs like in the middle of just random places. Just like,
oh my god.
and then the Pally gets feared, and the hammers come in and kill him. And then this is the red bingo run.
Oh shit.
And then we reset. And he dies to Swordblade. The Sork dies to Swordblade like 5 pulls in a row. And all of a sudden, we're just one pull, like deathless, like all 4 alive at the end of the bingo.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Seriously? I think I missed missed the end of that one.
I don't know how you missed it because it was 2.5 hours of just hilarity.
No, I saw you with like some of the pulls, but like the finishing, I was doing the maps at the time.
Yeah. So like I think after we got out of that run, I did like I did I think I did Braille. I started doing Braille, and that's when you came in with the maps and stuff.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right. But I was
Because
doing
before that, I was running clowns with Jay, and Jay is like a gamer. He was one of the guys because when we did those clowns
yeah.
with Mooney and Jay a while back.
Oh yeah.
He was the one that wasn't the gunslinger that was grieving.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times. Good.
Wow, no, dude, that like the stream today was so much fun. I got like I got a dummy thick raid from Ori, which was super appreciated, and then it was super strange, right? I did a Brel 1 to 4 last week. I think I was in VC with you for that. Where I joined and on my artist, right? And it was a 1 to 4 title only lobby. And I was sneakered in there. I didn't let them know I didn't have title until like gate 4.
Yeah.
And the destroyer added me, and he couldn't believe that I didn't have title, right? I'm pretty sure I was telling you about it in Discord.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds familiar.
So I made the lobby for the Brel. Well, I made the lobby for clowns, and I put like my Twitch name in there and stuff like that. And I think he saw my Twitch channel in the clown lobby list, and then he came in, and I'm just like, this name looks familiar. Like he applied like to the list, and I'm just like, this name looks familiar. And I looked through my friends list, and I saw him there. It's like friendly Brel Bonky boy. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, what are you doing here? Well, yeah. And apparently, oh, that's why I joined the channel. I have your stream open right now. And then we did like, I don't know how many clowns. I lost count. We did like a shit ton of clowns. Then we did the Brel runs, and then the Expertise Destroyer Vicus run. Where he's like super chill. And I'm just like, dude, if we could have a lobby of like eight people that are like that, and it would just be just chill vibes, it would be the dream. It would actually be the dream.
Also, I don't think I'm making a Khan on launch.
You're not making a Khan?
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, you haven't been doing anything.
Yeah, I've only got 200 gold. I'm not fucking making it.
You could do it.
I mean, if you give me some gold, I probably could.
Five one taps, easy.
Oh yeah, sure. If only.
I don't know. I'm pitting everything at the moment. Like I pity weapon 3 times in a row in Valley, so I think it's your time. I think it's your time.
I mean, I can't even fucking win anyway. I only have 200 gold. So
We could have done some raids. Today. You could have joined us for the Vicus trip.
yeah, but I was doing maps, and that's more
Yeah,
fun.
you're doing the IRL POE, doing map runs.
Yeah, I was doing the D&D maps, so I was having more fun on that. Fucking Lost Ark.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. So what's happening? What's happening with D&D? We're just not doing the next one because we're not like
Oh,
we're not doing
yeah.
it. We're not doing it tomorrow.
We're
not.
We're skipping the next session and going to the one that would be up.
So next session is going to be an hour-long podcast. Is that what you?
Yeah, most likely. Because Ghosty again has to miss a session.
Bruh.
How dare people have prior engagement? I mean, seriously.
Dude, I love the fact that he like disappears in the D&D campaign, but he also like disappears IRL. It's like he's playing his character, method acting.
Hopefully, this will be the last time for a while. Hopefully, the last time for a while he misses the session.
I mean, isn't Squeezer gonna miss one because she has some sort of prior engagement, like in the distant future somewhere?
Yeah, she's got a thing coming up in September, I want to say. Yeah, it's like this. I think it was the 2nd of September. She could potentially. Yeah, 2nd of September. She could potentially miss.
I mean, that's what 3 sessions away. 2,
Yeah, 2 sessions away.
if you don't count the one we're skipping.
Yeah. But I mean, like I'm fine skipping a fortnight.
Yeah,
I would like to because of the map I made. I want to play it.
So,
But
like, how many maps have you made now? You made the Goblino village. You have the inn now. You have the town hall now. You have the like a world map, which is I think is just like a revised version of the original map you made.
yeah, I've made some changes and I'm doing a different art style.
And then you made the spoiler. Like we're not gonna spoil it.
Yeah, there's the.
We have to like not spoil it for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Map.
there's the mind map. There's.
Why'd you spoil it?
Is it really a spoiler?
I mean, yes.
all you guys knew. Like, what you are.
The thing is, it's kind of weird because like I'm one of those people like I don't mind knowing what's happening in advance, but I also don't mind not knowing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
watching Bleach with the missus, and a cool character comes up, and we're watching episodes I haven't seen before, so I kind of want to experience it. And then she's immediately trying to Google, is this guy good or bad? What does he do? Like it's like no, no, don't, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
It's like on
What
one hand, I
episode?
wanted to see the map like last session, but at the same time, I didn't because I wanted to be like a surprise. Because now I know the layout of the map, right? Because I have that freaking, weird ass memory where
I mean, I can change.
you can,
I mean,
but I'll
Matt,
still remember it.
I'm going to change things.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
what
still
I do.
remember it because
Like, okay. I gotta ask, what episode are you up to in Bleach?
I think we just started the Eisen arc again after the Zanpakuto arc, which I'm really upset about. When the
Oh, is that when the?
when the Zanpakutos manifest,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that. Yep.
because
That's the one.
Sabimaru, it was hot as shit, and I'm sad that she's not there anymore.
So you're back into the Grimjar fight? Is it Grimjar fight
It's
fighting?
literally as Ulquiorra comes back and starts fighting Ichigo in the tower.
Ah, okay. Yep.
And then that crazy girl turns into like the freaking centipede lady or whatever, and she gets like smashed into the ground or something.
I remember that.
There's that girl that like hates Orihime, and then there's that blonde chick that got disintegrated into another universe, and Orihime reversed it and fixed her.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then like
Yep.
the angry dude with the jaw thing that likes to punch shit, and like he comes in and just beats the
Yep.
shit out of her,
Yeah. Okay.
throws her out a window,
Yep.
and then yeah, that's a to be continued that we left off on. So we haven't watched the rest of
Okay.
it yet.
So Ichigo is going to fight Okura now. Then you, you're in for some good times.
Dude, the animations have improved steadily, and from what I've heard, Thousand Year Blood War, they've gone back to the original manga animations.
Yeah.
Because apparently
It is. It is good.
there was people having issues with like in the manga, there's a scene where Rangika gets hit by an attack, and it like literally cuts out a chunk of her like abdominal
Yeah.
section, and then in the anime she just gets like a bit of her clothes ripped off and some bruising. So
Oh. Yeah.
I am looking forward to. I don't know how the missus is going to react to it because she's not exactly the best when it comes to that kind of stuff. But
Thousand Year Blood War. The animation is really good.
yeah, I'm
That's
looking forward
incredible.
to it. I'm
It's good.
actually looking forward to it. The one main thing I'm looking forward to as well, as far as like the enemies that they fight, I don't remember her name, but the chick that Toshiro is fighting, where she's got like the underboober jacket with the zipper thing covering her face.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I want to see her like hollow form, because I swear to God, if it's not hot as shit, I'm gonna be disappointed.
It is. It's good. It is good. I'll just say that.
Because I was a little bit
Uh,
disappointed with like you know how she has the three minions, whatever they're called. Like one of them like she looked amazing. The lion, whatever her name is.
oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
But Snake Girl and I don't know if it's a dude or not a dude with the antlers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, like because I think Bleach has some of the best character designs in any sort of anime.
Yeah, Bleach does the character designs really well.
I'm not saying like booba equal good design. I'm just saying like some of the bankais in that is just that's why I was so upset with like the Zanpakuto arc, because like some of the characters' designs for the Zanpakutos were like so good.
Yeah, they're okay.
Like, freaking Hyorin Maru. The fact that he just like looks like a more Giga Chad version of Toshiro. And he's
Yeah.
just like, and then like Rangiku's complaining, and he's just like, "Would you like a cup of tea?" And he just goes off. It's like, "Yes, ma'am," and just walks off and makes a cup of tea for Rangiku.
Uh, yeah. There was. I mean, like, there's some good things in those filler arcs, but
like Hinako. Okay, hot take, right? Don't give a shit for this, but even though she was a cat girl, she was still like the design was still really good. Okay,
I can't remember what she looked like.
Hinako was she was
Oh,
basically
okay.
like
Yep.
Rangiku, but like she had short red hair and she had like
Yeah.
the cat ears basically.
Yep. I pulled up a picture.
Like Yoruichi's still hard, but like you know, and also Hazuki Maru, his design was so cool, like the way he talked and everything. And when they were still fighting each other, and him and Ikaku do the lucky dance.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so funny to
Uh,
me.
like what Bleach does, like the comedy and the action parts really well.
Yeah,
Like it blends them together in a
blends
way that's
really
not
well.
intrusive.
And this might sound like a little bit cringe, but we do the English dub, not the subs.
That's fine.
And
The English dub's actually not that bad for Bleach.
the English dub, I feel like the comedy transfers better. Like the comedic parts,
Yeah.
like is portrayed
Yeah.
better in the English dub than I'd say it would be in the Japanese dub.
Yeah, I'd say it does as well. Because I've seen both. But
Yeah, but yeah, I like I love the parts so far that the animation has improved, but they also focused more on. I feel like there's more fight scenes as well.
yeah, the Hookamundo arc has a lot of action in it.
I feel like it's like I don't think you want to see that. Oh, I really don't, and then that's it. They kind of don't fight each other. Whereas now it's just like, all right, because we're doing this, and it's just animation of fighting for like half the episode, and it leaves you on a
Yeah.
to be continued, and then the missus gets mad.
Oh, uh, where are you watching it all?
Watching on Disney Plus,
Okay,
but I don't know if Thousand Year Blood War is on Disney Plus. I think it is.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've recently just started the second
Yeah,
season
yeah, yeah.
of
So
Thousand
like
Year.
at the rate that we're going, because we're on like episode 280 question mark something around there. I can't remember exactly. Like we're almost at 300. So
Because there's 366 in the base, like Bleach, in amount of episodes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it took us I'd say what 5 months to get that far in. Yeah.
You have some good watching ahead of you.
Yeah. I'm super excited for it. Like there's so many characters in there that like are really cool. Like Kenpachi is one of my favorite characters in Bleach. And I'm just kind of glad that he doesn't just get sidelined. He kind of does, but he doesn't at the same time. Like every time he comes in, he's just broken.
Yeah,
Like the only
yeah.
reason he's not there is
Apache's
because if he was there, it would be too broken.
Yep. Good old Apache.
Like him versus one of the was it? I can't remember. Dude,
Nitro?
what's the name of the Espada versus the
Nitro?
freaking
Nitro?
yeah whatever his name is
Number five?
the weird dentist looking MF.
The one that has like the big like moon shaped weapon.
Yeah, he looks like that freaking bug Pokemon, the new one.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him. And then Kenpachi's like, "Oh, I might actually die here. I guess I'm just gonna have to do it." And he just puts his second hand on his sword and just wrecks the dude.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I might as well use my second hand then.
Dude, that was so Giga Chad. I love
Yeah.
it. Like, because my taste in anime is fairly simple, right? if it has swords in it, I'm gonna enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
the main reason I enjoyed Bleach was my favorite character in Bleach. I don't really like Ichigo is alright as a character, but he's not even in like my top 5 characters in Bleach, right?
Yeah.
So like my favorite characters is Chad, Yoroichi, Kenpachi, Orihime, and well now it's freaking Sabimaru in manifested form because yeah.
Really? Or Rihime is in top 5?
Yeah, dude, I love Orihime. She's just so dumb.
That's why. Okay.
Like you know what? You know what? Every time they go back to like the school and Tatsuki asks her something, and she just goes on her rant, and it's just random,
Oh,
just stupid nonsense. I don't know why. It's just so funny.
she always makes the weirdest food.
Yeah, like freaking was it ice cream with coffee and something else? I can't remember. Like
Some like bean paste or something.
yeah,
It's
bean
really weird.
paste or something like that like dude.
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
always weird.
She just channels like chaotic dumbass energy, but also like ultimate like housewife energy at the same time somehow. It's so weird. And then Chad is just Chad. Like Noba and Chad probably like my favorite characters like in any anime. Especially like Noba when he's in the little doll, and every time he walks around you, it makes a weird like bing 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 like noise.
Maybe. Who?
Like when
Fun?
the mod souls they get the doll forms and he's in that little green doll form and he walks around and makes
Oh,
a
yeah.
the walking noise it
Those
makes
movies.
on those.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite scenes in Bleach is still that thing where someone's just like, so Chad and Nova, what do you think those guys are up to? And it literally just cuts to a scene of Chad and Nova just sitting there in just silence.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
nah,
okay.
it's so good.
Have you seen uh, what's his name? He's the one that's always with Ikitaki. He's got the pink florally cape on.
Oh, Shunsui,
Yeah, that's his name. It's been a while since I've been watching
Yoka,
Reddit.
Kyoraku,
What?
Shunsui, Kyoraku, whatever.
Yeah. What do you think of him?
Dude, he's an absolute Giga Chad.
Yeah, he is. He's good.
Apparently, his bunker is like super broken
Yeah, it is. It's super. It's
because
really broken.
he was like the first squad captain that was assigned, right? Like him and Ukitake were the first squad captains after Yamamoto.
Something like that. Yeah.
Because
Yamamoto?
they're the only two dual wielders.
Yes. No, there's another one. He's the dude that has the two sides.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
was.
Freaking Shuhei. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's only those three that have
I
dual.
like Shuhei, Mister 69, Mister Worldwide.
Oh, he's got the fucking 69 tattoo on him, doesn't he?
It's so funny, man. But I'm kind of waiting for the Visored guys to come back again because Lisa is also up there as one of you know.
Oh yeah, she's good. Yeah. Uh, I'll just say they do make a return. I'll just say.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean they haven't been cut off. So. But I feel like because didn't they take a break from the Weekend Mundo arc because the writer kept running out of ideas, so he was just like I'm just gonna do something else.
No, the anime kept catching up to the manga, so
That's
that's
crazy,
why
dude.
like
That's
they
actually
caught up.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. Dude, the Zanpakuto arc is actually like from a
Because
character design perspective is so good. Like
the like what's up?
I just I just don't understand how they can make Momo Zanpakuto equally as hateable as her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how they achieved it, but they did, and it was impressive.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that like most anime can do like one episode to one chapter, whereas like for Bleach there's like two or three chapters per episode. So it caught up really quickly because like
That's
most of
crazy,
the
bro. I
most
mean, most of
anime
it's
that's
like
like
fight scenes, which is just like
yeah, which can be animated really like you can put
yeah,
multiple chapters in that
and
one.
really well too.
They are good, and it
Well,
just gets better.
my favorite thing is every time Rukia uses her special ability, the Tsukino Mai Hakurin, and it's just a reused animation from like 50 episodes ago every single time. Like her head goes back to being circle shaped when she does that animation. It,
Yeah, yeah,
like, do you remember when in Pokemon when Pikachu was like round, like he was like a little fat boy,
yeah, I
and then
do.
he progressively
Yeah.
like got skinnier and skinnier over time. It's like that, but when they reuse cutscenes, like sometimes they reuse cutscenes from the older resolutions, and they had to fill the black space on the side with like the Bleach logo, so it just kind of felt weird because it goes from like widescreen back to like regular size with like Bleach just advertised like a freaking Twitch banner ad
Oh.
on the side.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go back and watch it again. I've really enjoyed watching
But
Bleach.
it's so good. It's actually so good. It's probably one of my favorite animes of all time. Like apart from the Bount arc, that was kind of whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the Bound arc and that Zanpakuto manifestation arc,
Dude, the
they're
Bount arc
really
was like basically season 2 of The Walking Dead. So like
yeah, yeah, those like the Bound and like Zanpakuto arc, they're not canon. They're all filler.
yeah, but the
So
Zanpakuto arc is like so good.
it was
When he was
like it
fighting
had
free
it had some good moments.
when he was fighting Zangetsu, and he goes into like the whole weird like
Hollow
hollow
mode.
the hollow arc,
Yeah,
that was freaking sick, dude.
that fight is really
Like in the mirror dimension, whatever looking skyscraper world.
good.
Like when they were fighting him, they were fighting Muramasa in the freaking elemental hero field spell world.
Oh. Yeah, I guess. I guess you can call it that.
Dude, that shit was sick. I don't know, like Koga as a character was kind of whatever. Like it felt kind of weird because they were building up to it for a while, I guess. And then he kind of just like, I just get killed now. And he just drowns. All of a sudden, there's this giant, weird mushroom butthole looking thing that's spitting out hollows.
Wait, what? I don't remember. Wait, what do you?
Yeah, it was the end of it was kind of weird, but
Oh, I don't remember that.
I just wish like the Zanpakuto stayed, man. Some of the designs for them was so good. Like I love the design for Ukitake's Zanpakuto's.
Was that was it
The
the
two
two
little
kids?
kids, the two little kids that were just
Yeah.
little shits.
Yep. Yeah.
Because like Ukitake hates like fighting kids and stuff like that, and there's like that kid in the Wekimunda arc,
Oh.
uh, and
Yep.
he just sits there and looks concerned all the time when she's trying to like get angry and stuff.
Yeah. Uh, she's the one with Stark. Yeah.
Yeah. And Shinsui's like talking shit because they're basically the same, but they're not.
Yeah.
Like they basically are the same personality type, like Stark and Shinsui.
Yeah.
But Shinsui's
But
like
that's a good
really
point.
old, man. He's like really old, isn't
Oh yeah,
he?
he is really old.
Dude, dude is rocking that. He needs a freaking Manscaped sponsorship. Holy shit.
Yeah. Uh, wait, have you seen Was it Mayuri versus the uh the other scientist one?
Oh, the guy with the weird dress code thing, whatever. Huh?
Yeah,
Is
he
that is
was
that when they is that when he like beats him and then Oreo and Renji are in the weird BDSM shit? Is that the weird
yeah.
like is that the sussy is
Yeah.
that the sussy Nemu scene?
Yes. Yes.
The fourth wall
Uh,
breaking Nemu scene?
uh, how was your reaction to that?
Man,
Because that was, I was not expecting that when I saw it.
I
It was,
in a weird way I kind of wasn't surprised.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Every time I see freaking Kuretsuchi in now, it's kind of just funny because like you could like he's obviously not a good guy, but he's obviously not a bad guy at the same. It's just so weird because you just can't read
He's,
the dude. Like
yeah, he's 100% in it for himself.
I know,
He's
like
not,
he like gives off Joker vibes, but like not watching the world burn at the same time.
yeah, he's, he's a wild card, you know.
Which makes him
He
so
really is.
cool because like in the Zanpakuto arc when his freaking Zanpakuto turns into the little baby with the butterfly wings.
Yeah, that was
Like when they
so
get
weird.
trapped in the thing with Senbone and Sakura and the baby just breaks the remote by punching like putting his fist through it. It's so funny.
Was I think like yeah, it was that was good. But also it's like when he gets like copied by the dude, it's like, oh yeah, I just moved all my tendons and bones around so you can't actually break them and
Yeah, dude, that
destroy
was
them.
so funny, man.
Oh, it was so weird.
I don't know. Uria's got like stepdad issues. Like, it's crazy. How do you feel
But
about the ships in Bleach though?
the ships.
Like obviously like there's the Rukia Renji sort of ship.
Oh, relate like relationship. Okay, relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
Orihime Ichigo obviously.
yeah. I mean, like back when I was like a lot of people I spoke to, like when it was like originally coming out, the amount of people that shipped Ichigo and Rikyo together.
I can't see it dude. I can't see it because
Yeah,
like Ichigo treats Rukia like Karin.
yeah.
It's like
It's more of a brother
it's
sister
more
kind
like
of vibe.
brother sister kind of yeah. Because
Yeah,
even like
I
Renji,
was
even
never on that, but
Renji
a
and
lot of people
Ichigo
were.
kind of like act like brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And they like it later on in the thing that kind of alluding to the fact that like Renji and Ichigo are like similar in sort of personalities and stuff, even though Renji is literally like rocking that side character energy the entire time.
yeah, yeah.
I
He
feel kind of
is.
sad that like Chad's not like part of the main ensemble anymore. Like he's kind of stuck at school.
Well, he is. I mean, he's part of the main group still.
He's kind of more of a side character now. It's not like I feel like it's more about like the Soul Society and the captains of the Soul Society are their own separate entity, and then if they stuff something up, Ichigo cleans it up, and then
Yeah,
if anything comes to the world of the living, Chad gets beat up and holds him off for 5 seconds, and then Ichigo comes and cleans it up.
Chad is essentially reduced to the Yamcha state. Where it's like he's there to hype up the enemy.
Oh, I wouldn't call him Yamcha. He's still freaking strong as shit, but like,
Okay, maybe not Yamcha, maybe Krillin.
mm,
Like he's like somewhat strong, but he's used to like hype up the enemy. Like it's like, oh, they beat up Chad. That kind of thing.
I don't know. I feel like I wish Chad had more W's.
He will. He's got some good stuff coming, from what I remember.
I feel like I feel like the Yamcha is the Squad 2 lieutenant, that dude.
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like
that
he I
makes
feel like
okay. I
he's
know
the
the
I
game.
feel like he's the Yamcha. Actually, no. No, the Squad 1 lieutenant is the Yamcha. Like the fat dude is like the Krillin.
Nah, the squad one lieutenant, he's a Giga Chad. He's he's good.
I don't know. Every single time I see him, he gets freaking wrecked, like off screen. Like that's not Giga Chad.
His story, like his story behind him is like his backstory is good. But like the way like he's not treated well in like in his fight scenes, but his backstory is really cool.
I don't know. His Shikai is a little bit like, you know, it's kind of underwhelming. It's like a little floppy sort of wiggly sword thing. I don't know. I don't like him. It's probably because he's got a mustache. It looks weird.
Yeah, his backstory is the best part about him.
Dude, I wish there was more interactions between Ichigo's dad and like the parents, like Oria's dad and stuff like that. I want to see
Oh
more of that.
yeah, yeah. Uh, it, they are underutilized. Those two.
I'm looking forward to that because I think doesn't Ichigo's dad get his powers back? Isn't it confirmed at the start of like whatever season that was ages ago?
He started to get the yeah.
Because I like I'm excited to see like the Aizen fight. Like, is that finished or is that still a thing? Like, is that still going?
What's still going?
Like the Aizen arc. Like, have they finished that already?
Yeah, like Aizen's been dealt with a long time ago.
Because I'm looking forward to that because that I feel like he's one of the definitely one of the better character like enemy character villains.
Yeah, Aizen has dealt with actually probably like 30 chapters for you, 30 episodes.
That's good. That's 30 episodes of the Dilf Daddy still, so we got this. Because like,
There's some body horror coming up soon as well for some characters.
look, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, just a warning. There's some fairly large body horror coming up.
I
I
mean,
mean,
like,
Bleach in general is fairly body
I'll
horror.
be fine with it. Like, I don't know about. I don't know how the missus is gonna handle it because a 1,000 year blood war and we don't see blood. That would be a disappointment. Um,
That is a good point.
I mean, she watched. There was this one anime. I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically like this kid going deep down into a giant hole, and that was freaking kind of messed up.
Oh, the Abyss one? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
like
Made
I
in
can't remember.
Abyss?
Made in Abyss, yeah, that one, dude, that was kind of messed up. That was dark as shit.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I know of it.
I legitimately felt nauseous like on one of the episodes for that. So like I had to like
Really?
lay down on the floor because I was watching it on my
Nice.
phone in the kitchen
Okay.
and like there was like a really messed up scene in that was kind of like it was brutal because the main characters are like kids.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. See that
that
being an
was
issue.
super dark. That one actually it was that and one of the scenes from season 2 of the Walking Dead Telltale games.
Okay.
There was
Yeah.
one scene in that like it was you had to like make the El Clasico decision of whether or not like some dude gets bit and you have to, you know, choose whether or not to just like
Oh,
shoot him
yeah.
or like amputate the arm and then like the amputate the arm option was just graphic as shit.
Well, yeah.
'Cause, like, I can't like see blood otherwise I pass out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird. Like movies are fine. Like I could watch Saw and be fine. But like if the missus gets a nosebleed, I actually can't look at her because otherwise I'll just be on the floor.
Okay. Interesting.
So
I did
yeah.
not know that.
There's very few scenes in video games and movies that actually like make me kind of dizzy. Made in Abyss had one of them, and Left 4 Dead. No, not Left 4 Dead. Freaking Walking Dead had one of them as well. So freaking Left 4 Dead. What?
I mean, there's a lot of blood in Left 4 Dead, but not
I mean,
to
there
the
is,
death.
but like it's fine. It's fine. It's like it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. It
Interesting.
just happens.
Oh,
I mean, surely it's
hmm.
not that bad. Like I watched was it Drifters? That was freaking graphic. I watched Berserk. That was pretty bad. Like I was fine with Berserk. So,
I mean, there's a lot of body horror in Bleach to begin with.
yeah, it's fine. Like I watched Attack on Titan. It's fine. Like I feel like
Yeah.
if I'm expecting it, it's fine. It's just when I'm not like it's just it catches you off guard, I guess.
Okay. That's fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. She enjoys it. Like we'll sit down and watch Bleach. We'll watch like we won't watch one episode. We literally watch like 5 or 6 in a row,
Yeah,
and then we'll
that's the
go.
only way to do it.
And then we'll go make dinner. And then while dinner is being made, like if we're baking something in the oven or something like that, it's like, oh great, we'll put this in the oven, and then it's not measured by how many minutes we put it in the oven. It's like we'll put this in the oven, and then we will finish an episode of Bleach, and we'll come back, and we'll be done.
Yeah. Yes.
So we got Doctor Stone season 2 onwards. We got Spy Family to watch as well. What else we got? We got My Hero Academia. Um, I mean, she wants to watch Avatar as well.
Which Avatar, Last Airbender or Blue
Yeah,
Planet?
Last Airbender, like from first episode 1. She's watched bits of it. I never
Okay.
really got into it, so it'd be fun to just watch. Like, because apparently Avatar's really good.
Yeah, it Last Airbender is better than Avatar. I'll say
I'm kind of hoping that either the One Piece Netflix adaptation is good, which I doubt, but there's a chance. You never know. Eventually, if they make enough, live actions, eventually one of them is going to be good, right?
that. You would hope. I mean, from what I've seen, it's not going to be the worst one. I think.
Could you imagine they made a live action reboot of Bleach on Netflix? They didn't screw it up, and we get to see Rangiku IRL.
I mean, there is a live action Bleach movie. Not the best, but there is one.
No, like a live action Bleach series.
Yeah, yeah, that would be.
Like the hollow CGI would look jank as shit.
Oh yeah, it would.
But
Oh yeah.
I could picture it sort of working out okay because for some apparent reason at some point in Bleach they just randomly start walking on air and everyone's just like okay with it.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
actually remember when, but all of a sudden they just start floating and then they do the power skip, but they're like flying through the air and then like okay, I guess they fly now. Like there's literally like in the Hueco Mundo arc when he's fighting Grimjaw, there's just a point where he literally just flies to the ground.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That happens.
Like I'm pretty sure there's like a scene where Nell tries to hug him while he's floating in midair and he freaks out because he's just like I could have dropped you
Oh,
or something.
yeah. Oh, it is very. There's yeah, there is some inconsistencies with.
But like picturing that in live, like picturing those fights in live action with the China strings, that would be so funny. Because I think Netflix One Piece has one of those fight scenes with the guy in the suit. I don't know his name because I never watched it.
I'm not sure.
The blonde chef dude.
Oh, Sanji. Yeah.
Yes, him. That dude. I'm guessing it's him. He's the one with the weird mustache and he always smokes.
Sanji's
That's.
got the weird eyebrows.
Is it the weird eyebrows or the weird mustache? Can't remember. Probably the weird
Weird
eyebrows,
eyebrows.
actually. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Weird eyebrows.
Because the other option is after we finish Bleach and all the other aforementioned animes, we start Fairy Tail because I never watched that. I don't think either of
Okay.
us would enjoy Naruto. I think the peak of Naruto, if I watched it, is the Rock Lee fight versus Gaara, but that's because that's the only thing about Naruto that I know about.
Yeah. That's
It's like that, and he has like clones of like naked blonde chicks. That's it. That's all I know.
oh yeah. Yeah. That's the thing.
That's it.
Yep.
Also, everyone hates the pink head chick. That's it.
Oh yeah, Sakura can get yeah. I mean, Naruto has some good like it has some good fights. That's about it.
I think I've been spoiled on like Dragon Ball and Pokemon. Like not
Yeah.
necessarily the quality of the episodes, but like the gravitas behind the animes themselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Like apparently One Piece is really good, but I don't know.
One Piece is good. I've read all the chapters. It's good.
Freaking nerd. Freaking nerd.
Yeah, of course.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm not gonna deny it.
I'm not hating on it. It's just like I just never.
Like I'm not gonna deny it. I love One Piece.
You heard it here first. Hot take. Initiative loves One Piece.
Yeah, absolutely a hot take. Yep.
It's not a hot take. It's the truth. Spitting facts like a machine. I'm actually just so upset right now.
Why is that?
I don't want to
Because you
talk
didn't
about
get
it.
any Esther stones?
I know it's no. It was a different kind of stone. It was a 7-3, but you know that's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. It was a 7-3. It could have been a 7-10, and it stayed a 7-3.
Oh.
A 7-3-2 rock, and I'm upset. I'm actually
Ooh.
upset.
Yeah, that's not a good
But
one.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anime is a good relaxation when not playing video games.
It is. I haven't really watched many anime recently.
You kind of go through weird phases where you do watch it like a shit ton, and then you just don't watch anything, and then you just go back to binge watching it. Like, I will never go back to
Yeah.
watching anime once a week.
No, I can't do that anymore either. I need to watch it all.
Like I did Attack on Titan every week when it came out. Never again. I do not want to do. I was miserable. I was miserable that entire season. Just miserable. And I found out there was a
I was
part
watching.
2 and I had to wait 6 months for it. I was even more miserable.
Yeah. I mean, I have issues with Attack on Titan.
I do not because I just admire the way that they turn it into an animation. I don't really I don't really care as much about the story. It just looks freaking cool. Giant meat
Yeah.
people punching each other.
I mean, that's what you're after, then it's
Yeah.
bad.
I don't know. I'm not really too like into story. Like you probably noticed that from the amount of times I shift G through shit in Lost Ark, but like I'll
Story.
appreciate like
Okay.
the overarching story, but I don't really care about the details too much.
I don't know.
Because like
Yeah.
the stories that I enjoy are like fantasy like medievally fantasy, not futuristic fantasy. Like, I was enjoying the lore of Lost Ark until we got to Arthurtine, and all of a sudden there was like, mechs and
Yeah.
actually no, it wasn't Arthurtine. It was the island that has like the clubs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know the one.
Like when I got to that island and saw that, it was cool. It was Revelry Row. But, like, it was
Yeah.
cool, but that was when it broke like the whole immersion of the game. Because I was invested in the story of Lost Ark when they did the Lutera siege and you did the wall thing and you were fight like that was cool. And then we got to Arthurtine and there's freaking mechs and shit and that was cool as well. But then like it fell out of place.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm surprised because literally I started the game on Gunlance and like just that weapon in itself doesn't scream medieval fantasy. You have a lance with a gun on it.
That just screams anime to me.
It just screams Monster Hunter for me, but like,
Well, I mean, Monster Hunter is really anime.
the only story I really enjoy is like the massive world building, like the Mass Effects and not including Andromeda, but like,
Oh, I was going to ask you, how did Dragon's Inquisition go? I saw you're on that.
I don't know yet. I literally loaded it up, made sure everything was running. I did the settings. Um, I did the settings for it, and apparently that game has a benchmark button, which was really cool. So I didn't have to load anything in the game because I thought I could. There's a multiplayer option for there apparently.
The multiplayer option?
Apparently you could fight. I mean, if you have it, we could play multiplayer together at some point. Essentially, it's. Do you remember when we played Dark Alliance?
Don't remind me of that game, but yes.
Well, picture of that game mode was actually good. That's the multiplayer of Inquisition.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's like it's non PvP. It's co-op, and you basically just go through like levels, right? And you beat enemies and stuff, and then you pick your role. So you have like a tank, you have a rogue, sork, healer, or
Oh,
whatever, and then you just go in there and loot shit.
okay.
You
Oh,
just walk into rooms, fight stuff, loot shit. Walk into another room, fight stuff, loot shit, and then it's like RNG drops, so you can get better gear, like better shields, weapons, armor, and each like they have rarities and different stats and stuff like that. It's literally Dark Alliance, but if it was working.
yeah. Oh,
So like the core gameplay isn't that interesting, but the fact that it works is actually impressive. Because
yeah.
Inquisition came out 10 years ago, so the fact that
True.
the
That is
fact that it
true.
worked, the fact that it works better than Dark Alliance did,
Oh, that game had so much potential, but it was squandered.
feels like Lost Ark all over again, man. Except worse.
The fact that they actually had a DLC for that game.
That is crazy. Like I am so down if you want to at some point get the DLC and try it. But that is crazy that they would even have the audacity to do that. I guess they're banking on people like us stupid enough to play the first base game and originally.
True. Very true. Oh, how much
I
is the
think,
DLC for that?
dude, I think going into that game knowing that it was bad and just trying to have fun with it made it so much better than what it should have been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It was
Yeah,
it,
if you
it,
go
it
into that game
was
expecting crap,
dude.
you get exactly what you expect.
The best part about that, like the funniest thing about playing that game to me was the fact that there was so many things wrong with the game, but the only thing that tilted you wasn't even the game's fault. It was your internet's fault. That is so funny to me.
Yeah, because I kept fucking disconnecting at that point.
Yeah, like literally the
Oh,
only thing that was stopping you from playing that game was your internet, which was not the fault of the game, which was hilarious because there was so many things wrong with that game. I
yeah.
remember at a certain point my screen just turned black and everything was like fog, and you had to tell me where to go.
Oh, yeah. That also happened to me as well. Pretty sure.
So, like,
That
and
game
then that
was.
boss that we spent like 45 minutes trying to kill by just running up and down, kiting him across the lava.
Yeah. Oh my god, that game was something
Like
special.
the infinite healing, even though you only had 3 potions, but I could infinitely heal us with my ability with no cooldown. Dude, that like the puzzles that weren't even puzzles, you could literally just ignore it, just walking on the railing and just ignoring the puzzle. That game was a gem.
Oh, I just love golf clubbing the enemies. That was so fun.
Yeah, the Goblin Golf.
Yeah, the Goblin Golf,
Yeah,
so good.
Tiger Woods Pro Golf Tour D&D edition.
That game was something special.
Like I'm gonna be honest, the amount that game was worth, we were probably like out of all the people that played it, the only two that got our money's worth.
Probably. That is probably true.
Like
Yeah.
that was one of the few games where when we were playing it, I was legitimately excited every single time we were about to boot it up. Which is crazy considering how bad that game was.
Oh, fucking hell. That was odd.
Like I remember the first time we started playing that, I had like disconnecting issues and stuff like that. Or like we had that one level we beat the boss and it teleported you back to town, and then I was just in the boss arena by myself and it didn't teleport me back to town.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. Oh my god.
And then there was the anvil. Oh my god, the anvils. Oh,
Oh, the infinite anvils, I just wouldn't stop.
like my ultimate was like an anvil that's like, a hammer would hit the anvil and do like an AoE and hurt everything inside. It had like a 60-second cooldown, but my freaking game glitched and it just kept spawning all of the anvils on the screen. There's just so many anvils. Dude, oh,
It was so good, yet it was so bad.
dude, you were laughing so hard from that. Like you were like, it
There were
literally
so
broke.
many good moments.
It
There
literally
were so many
broke
good
you.
moments.
It broke you for like a good 10 minutes. It just broke you. That was so funny.
Uh, we got some good clips out of that as well.
I think the
Which
game in general
can I
is super fun. Just to screw around with.
I'll probably go back and get some good clips out of it.
There's so many. Some of them sometimes still play like at the like during my loading
Oh,
screen on stream.
yeah. Oh,
I think the Anvil one is like probably the closest one. I don't think we're topping the Ghosty Landmine one anytime soon. It's not happening. It was just
uh, that one will be good for a while.
that one was so good because it just caught me so off guard. I was checking my goddamn inventory and it just that was every time I see that it just makes me happy.
Hmm. There was a lot of good things, a lot of good games. Also, a lot of bad games.
Yeah, that's why I kind of want to try and do like variety stuff, like in like my off days. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think that's like one of the things I miss is like obviously I still enjoy Lost Ark, but if when you're just doing the same game constantly, it kind of like limits the scope of potential dumb shit happening.
yeah, yeah. In a sense, yeah. You'll, yeah. In a sense.
Like that one time I played Zero Sieve and I was trying to explain to you guys what the game was about. I loaded in, there was like freaking 3 bandits as I loaded in, just immediately full auto. scaring the shit out of me.
Yeah, I remember that. Good time.
So many like good opportunities, man. I wanted to try. There's this one game that I saw. I think it's called Viewfinder. It's the one with the camera thing where you take like camera shots and then use it as like a level, like part of the level, like as a way to. I'm not sure if you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's on Steam. Like, you take photos and use the photos as a way to like
Oh yeah,
traverse through.
Viewfinder. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to try that. I think that would be kind of a cool stream game.
it does
That
look
would be
good.
trippy as shit.
Well, they just announced the new Final Fantasy 14 expansion.
They need the what?
They just announced a new Final Fantasy 14 expansion.
Oh no, when?
Summer next year when it comes out. It's called
Oh, that's fine.
Dawn
Then. That's
Trial.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
that was just
honest.
announced.
Final Fantasy players scare me.
Yeah,
Actually,
probably for good reason.
like,
For
do
good
you remember
reason.
when you went on your little Final Fantasy arc and I was contemplating trying to play the game?
Yeah.
Legitimately, the only reason that I didn't want to play it, like it put me off, was just there was a YouTube video that I watched about Final Fantasy and how they were like getting mad.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's MMA communities in general.
yeah, but there was something different about it. It was just like this isn't an MMO community. This is a cult, and that's it scared me away from wanting to play Final Fantasy. I'm gonna be honest.
That is fair. That's very fair. I don't blame you.
Well, I was definitely interested in trying it, but then it's just like, oh my god, you could replace Final Fantasy with any like religious cult name, and it would still be like applicable. It was actually scary.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Because like it's like when I picture WoW players, I don't picture like a cult. I picture like a bunch of degens just playing video games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I picture RuneScape players, I don't picture a cult. I just picture people like trying to buy girlfriends for gold and trim your armor. You know, like
What?
oh, there's this meme in RuneScape, buying GF.
Oh, okay. Yep.
People just stand around at the bank areas and they're just like buying GF.
Okay.
There's a guy in like full bronze armor. He's just like buying GF, and then like there's like someone playing as like a female character. It's just like just walks up to him. It's like, oh, I need like 1,000 gold. Do you have 1 mil?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then WoW took that to another level with those weird tavern things with the
Oh,
people that
yeah. Yep.
the people that
I
like getting
I know the
eaten by
one.
other people or something. I don't know what's going on there.
That I don't know. I have
Yeah,
heard
it's
of
some weird.
crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
and then there's Final
RP stuff.
Fantasy where it's just like we are the friendliest, happiest community ever if you join our game. But if you ever decide to leave, well,
Yeah, that's not wrong. You're wel you're welcome to enter, but you can never leave.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was scary to me. Like, it was already scary enough when I stopped playing RuneScape and I said I quit, and everyone was just like, "Did you actually quit though?" And it's like, "Yeah, yeah, I quit." And then like two years later, it's just like, so I tried. So I got there's a new skill, and
Oh,
2 months later, initiative. So yeah, I maxed the skill. I'm quitting the game again.
you're just temporarily retiring.
Yeah, you never quit RuneScape. You just take long breaks. Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like MMOs. It feels weird because I like I tried BDO. It just wasn't it. But like Star Citizen is not it. I'm not. I don't know. I don't think like if Lost Ark turns into a fireball of flame and dies, I don't think I could do another MMO. I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair. So I'm looking forward to Blue Protocol.
I am not. I actually am not. After playing
Also looking
Honkai,
forward to Ash
after
Daily.
playing Honkai, I actually am not looking forward to Blue Protocol even more than I was before. There's
Really?
just something about the Hoyoverse art style that they've just nailed it, and I feel like anything trying to emulate that is just kind of whatever.
Yeah, they do their art and their music incredibly well
Yeah,
too.
dude, that music, like that boss fight for freaking Cocolia, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like you were running that on autoplay on stream the other day, and I still got moist like watching it. Like
Yep.
it's just so good. I
That
don't
game's
know.
just so good.
It's just so good. It's just, I didn't think it would be that good. I'm actually regretting I didn't enter the weeb, hype train when Honkai came out.
It's just so well made.
Because I remember it's just like, oh yeah, you should try Honkai. I think you really like it. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's for me, man. And then like, I don't know. I don't even know why I tried it. I think it was just because like Lost Ark had the whole emergency apology stream for the emergency apology stream set.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like a whole bunch of
Yeah.
negativity around it, and I just wanted to like not deal with that shit and do something else for a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah. That's good. Okay.
No, I enjoy it.
Okay.
The thing is, I've actually since the first time I played it, I have not played it on PC at all. Like the moment I got it working on my phone, and just stopped playing it on PC.
Yeah,
Like
that's fine.
it is a
I mean,
remarkably well optimized PC game, but it's even more well optimized on mobile, which is insane to me.
I would love it. I would love it to go to Switch.
Like the fact that I can just like when I'm in the car, like on the like when we're going somewhere, it's like in the car I can just do dailies and do like simulate universe when I'm taking a shit. I can like just lie down in bed and relax, do it, and like it's insane. It's actually I don't know, man. They did such a good job on it, and it's great. I actually legitimately like I feel so boomer now. I can't believe that it works so well on the phone. Like, it actually blows my mind.
Yeah. I mean, even Genshin works really well on mobile.
Yeah, but Genshin's harder to play on your phone casually
Yeah.
because it's like you don't have the autoplay, so like more involved.
Yeah. And Honkai's a lot more free to play friendly than Genshin is.
But the fact that it takes me 5 minutes to do my dailies, well, it actually takes me 10 minutes now because this one dude that added me, he switched his main character, so it's like not as strong. So I had to actually do what Initiative told me the other day, which is go through like other people and look for like the ones that have that character. But turns out I spent like half an hour the other day looking for a potential new character. I mean friend, that had a specific, and none of them have it. So like the best one I could find was a level 80 Jin Wang user,
Yeah.
but everyone's running Blade or Blade. Yeah, I haven't seen a single CeeLo runner, which is crazy to me. It's actually crazy because I think Blade is an absolute dog shit support character. Like I feel like you have
Yeah.
to build your entire team around him, but him as a support character, he
Yeah.
doesn't like my level 60 character with a baseball bat does more damage than he does. Like it's insane.
Yeah. You need to build for Blade. Like you can't like just throw him into any group
At
and
least Jin Wang
he'll
is
kill.
like good because he does like all the follow up stuff with the extra damage. But
Yeah.
dude, I was so mad he switched from Sealer to Blade. Dude, mad. I was actually mad. Like, why would you grief me like this? You literally added like 10 minutes to my dailies every single day now. That's crazy, dude.
Oh, shit.
I used to activate him as a support character. I'd press play, set the autoplay to go, and then I'd walk off and come back, and it'll be done. Now there's a chance that he's dead. Level 80, level 80 doing level 60 content, and he's dead.
Because he kills himself. Although he puts himself to 1 health. Then he
He
gets
puts himself to 1 health, but it turns out it doesn't matter what level you are, you can still do 1 damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do you know how upset I was trying to do dailies one time? I literally set the autoplay thinking it'd be fine. It's like level 80 blade. I heard he's OP. I come back and it's got defeat written on my screen. Like, do you know how upset I was?
Yeah. Oh.
I got defeated by a daily quest. That's crazy, bro.
Wait.
He died. He died on Cocolia, and then Cocolia wiped the rest of my body.
Oh.
Because I didn't have Natasha. Because I swapped Natasha
Oh.
out. Because usually I'd run like, you know, March, my main character, and Bronya, and then I'd have Seela as a support character, and Seela would just kill everything.
Yeah.
Because Seela would attack like 4 times, and then Bronya would fast forward her action, and she'd attack 4 more times, and then use her ultimate. And then the next wave would spawn, and then she'd attack 4 more times, use her ultimate, and then Bronya would use her support skill, and then everything would be dead. My other characters wouldn't even have a turn. There's no real point in them being there.
Yeah.
And then I go from that to defeat. To the fact that like I have to carry my phone with me now to wherever I'm going to watch the fight, so I can use like the heal button in case some dipshit gets too low.
Yeah. Oh shit. I've got a sealer on my friends list. I'll give you their ID so you can add them.
No, I'm good. I'm already traumatized enough. It's fine. We'll do it. We'll just deal with it.
Okay. Fair enough.
We're adults here. You know, we'll improve. We'll get better. We'll improvise.
Well, you know, improvise
I
it
swear to
happen.
God, if we don't get Kafka, something. The only trait. Actually, no, I'm not even going to say it because it's going to happen if I say it. So there is no trade-off. We are getting Kafka. If we do not get Kafka, then we just quit the game, boys.
Just quit the game. God damn it.
Straightforward. Like, the only reason I legitimately played the game longer than 20 minutes is because the opening cutscene was Kafka. So.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much games and anime and all the sorts put together with a pinch of. I mean, we haven't recapped anything that happened from the DMD campaign, but I feel like the last session we had was more
Not
of
much
a
happened really.
catch-up session, like
Yeah.
be
Because
like the
First one
equivalent to a
was
filler
big.
episode before the quiet before the storm, if you will.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Like, nothing sus
But,
happened. I didn't play any pranks on any people in town. I was a
oh,
good citizen. Um,
I don't believe you,
uh,
because I was there.
no, you weren't. You weren't there. You were the DM. You're not physically there. What are you on about? You're just telling the story. We actually lived it, and I can tell you from first-hand experience that I did nothing sus.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing sus whatsoever.
I mean, apart from the damaging the mayor's table.
And giving John some berries in his beer.
I didn't give him. I didn't give
He's
him. I didn't give him the berries. I just happened to accidentally squish the berries into the beverage that I got for him. Right?
yeah, accidentally. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
sure.
not about. It's not about what happened. It was about the intent, and I intended to make amends for it. And if it didn't work out, then you know that's just how it be.
Poor John. He has not had a good encounters with you
Hey,
whatsoever.
look, that's what he
You're
get. That's
just
what he
giving
gets for
him.
calling me a child. That's what he gets for calling me a child. All right. Yeah. It's more of a catch up. It was more of a like coming back from the goblin escapade, the big fight. At least we don't have to do combat this time around.
No, you just be starting with combat the next one.
Yeah. So we basically left off the last session on like a Bleach ending, like a to be continued screen. So
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like low-key you were kind of disappointed that we didn't go ahead with it, but
I was. Oh no, it wasn't low key. I was absolutely disappointed.
I mean to be fair though, if we
Like,
did, I think
it would have been up till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
I reckon Squeezer would have been like incapacitated in real life.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, he would have been.
Like her character probably still wouldn't have taken any damage, but
Probably. Yeah, it was. It was getting late, and people hadn't had their naps during
yeah,
the
we
day
were having technical difficulties. Oh,
at the
actually,
start.
no, we weren't having technical.
I was.
You were the one this time around. Normally it's Squeezer that
Yeah,
has.
because I was trying to get the website to work, but I finally got it to work as we were finishing a session.
It's so funny, man.
So,
It looked good though.
yeah.
I just hope you remember how. I just hope you remember how it works and how to make it work. Like,
Me
next time.
too. I hope I do. I hope I
'Cause,
do as well.
it's gonna be quite a few days where we don't.
Yep. Well, I can always test it out before then. But like,
I mean, nothing crazy
remember.
happened. We just came back to town and then we met up with Ghosty's character in town before he disappeared again. I
Yeah.
know he hasn't disappeared yet.
No, he didn't disappear. But then basically got gold and Ghosty grew up.
I pissed off the mayor.
And you pissed off John again.
I didn't piss off John. I think he's fine. He'll get over it.
Yeah, he's not fine. He is not fine.
John's fine. His butthole isn't, but John's fine.
You know, in that context, that just does not sound good.
I just love my favorite part about that is it was quite clearly a predetermined plan from the moment we started. And the only person that picked up on it was Initiative, like about like step 5 out of the 6 steps.
No, I had a like when you were going to pick up berries, I'm like, what's he gonna fucking do with these? What is he doing? And then when you started talking about into a drink, I'm like, oh god, he's not, is he? It was, oh. But you did it. You went
We
ahead with
committed,
it.
boys. Committed. Plan completed successfully. Even though
Well,
I failed like 3
uh,
out of the 4 checks that I needed to get it done, somehow it still worked. Deception 100.
no, no, you just failed the apology letter. That's the only thing you failed.
Yeah, it still worked. It still was convincing enough. All right.
Yeah. God damn
But I'm making my mark on the landscape. Jerky stand price economy it's definitely going steady, boys. Um,
it. Yeah, he
like the,
definitely has a sign on his stall saying limit having a limit per customer as a union.
I mean that's fine. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that was definitely a session.
Yeah, nothing crazy actually happened. I'm trying to think back.
Yeah, no, it was relatively.
It's relatively tame, like relatively chill.
Yeah,
It was more catching up, but like now we actually have a reason for everybody to be together as a group.
yeah, more or less, yeah. Getting that bank, getting that gold, and
Alright.
we've also met an NPC that the party wants to adopt.
Isn't there multiple NPCs that the parties want to adopt?
I'm worried that when Squeezel and Kleiner say they want to adopt John, I'm terrified that they're going to let you do whatever you want to him, and that's just kidnapping at that point
That's not
with torture.
kidnapping. That's slavery with extra steps. You know.
Also, there was talk of adopting Mary as well, the mayor's assistant.
Yeah. You know what they say. Mary had a little lamb, and then Doctor fainted.
But yeah, otherwise there wasn't really too much that happened.
If you weren't shaking your head there, I would be disappointed in your initiative.
Oh, I was.
Okay, good. I could feel it from here.
Yeah, that was head shaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it. Is there anything else you wanted to bring up?
I mean, pretty much got everything we want to talk about. The only thing that I'm waiting for is because I mean, by the time we do the next podcast, the Khan will be out.
Will it?
Probably be like the day after the
Yeah,
Khan comes out.
yeah, yeah. It should be out by then. Hmm.
So that's gonna be a journey.
Baldur's Gate 3 will be out by then.
Baldur's Gate 3 will be out there. Like, there's a lot of stuff coming out. I'm getting ragdolled in the Chaos Dungeon, and it hurts. Um, like, there's gonna be like the big changes to like Guardian raids and stuff like that in KR. So we'll see how that dumps the fire trick. I didn't
Oh
make
wait,
it into the Stormgate beta, like the first wave. So I'm hoping I can make it into the August wave.
there's also going to be the Extreme Vaulting in Korea as well.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's on this coming Wednesday. Extreme Vaulting.
I don't know. What was the other? What was the other thing? I'm hoping also by then I've either made a start on Dragon Age or Outer Worlds. I'm hoping Dragon Age first because
Is that going to be a fresh start?
I'm trying to see if I can because my save file because it's connected to your EA account, right?
Yeah,
My save file from Dragon Age 2 should still be there because it's like a cloud thing.
yeah,
I'm trying to see if I can if there's an option for me to keep my decisions that I made in Dragon Age 2 um, persist through to Dragon Age Inquisition.
yeah.
If not, I mean, I'm okay with doing a fresh start. But definitely playing Dwarf. Played Dwarf all of the Dragon Age games so far.
Of course.
So, sure, Y's gonna hate me for that. That's fine.
Why would Y hate you for playing Dwarf?
'Cause he doesn't like dwarves. He's an elf enjoyer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's an elf enjoyer, and he doesn't like pineapple on pizza. So you know, meant to be.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Why needs to step up his pizza game?
Yeah. And then what? Oh, you played Solasta, right? I heard I killed a dragon. I don't know
He killed
what's.
multiple dragons.
That's crazy, bro. Would never have guessed.
Es- yeah, especially when you can attack 8 times a turn.
That's
It
crazy, bro.
it gets ridiculous.
It's crazy. Doesn't get ridiculous. That's like my standard. I'm the pack
Yeah,
mule of death.
yes. Otherwise, yeah,
Yeah, I popped
it's
into the
not easy
stream.
going.
I popped into the stream, like, I unmuted the audio. It's just like, I heard something about me killing a dragon, and it's just like, sounds about right. And then I went to go get food and came back.
Yeah, yeah. Oh god,
I wish I was as Giga Chad as my Celeste character, to be honest.
carrying all those rations.
Dude, I'm a ration god. I think I should change my Discord name to Ration God.
Good. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly. Yeah, but yeah, I think that should be about it, shouldn't it?
Yep, I think so. It's been chill.
Yeah.
I am
Uh,
surprisingly not as tired as I thought I would be
yeah.
because I don't normally try and do the pod on the same day that I stream. And I had a fairly short stream today by my standards, but it was still 11 hours. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm legitimately surprised that I am not dead.
That is a good point.
That's the one thing we didn't talk about. Freaking the Twitter thing.
Oh, X.
They changed the website, but it still uses twitter.com, so I'm kind of confused how that's gonna transition over later, but that is future me's problem as far as changing. I'm not going to I'm not going back and changing all the links on my videos. It's not happening.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm just no.
I mean, it's
I'll
just the icon that was changed, isn't it? It's not. It's still staying Twitter.
I thought it was changing it from Twitter to X. I thought it was rebranding completely from Twitter to like X.
Well, it's still Twitter at the moment.
I mean, it's still Twitter at the moment, but like, I thought it was like transitioning from over to X.com.
I
Pretty sure
the
they already.
internet being the internet. It's just fucking trending X videos on Twitter.
Oh my god! Please, that is so funny. But please, don't do this. Pick a different. Just pick a different letter. You got another 25 to choose from. You can do it.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man. Oh, I am looking forward to the shenanigans that potentially could occur the next coming weeks on Baldur's Gate.
yeah, we should have a fair bit to talk about next week. Not next week.
Is it just one character? Or is it multiple characters?
Uh, you have your main character, then there's like a party of three that follow you. It's like Celeste, but there's like
Okay, but
you
you
gain
don't
more
make
people.
the other characters. You just encounter them. Or?
Yeah,
Ah, that
I mean,
sucks.
you can also like you can make your own main character, or you could use a character that's already made. I've been making my own.
Alright, so you're gonna remake all of us then.
Maybe I don't know.
Who's gonna carry your
Like,
shit for you?
that is true. That is very true.
Dude, I have a
I do
very
need a meal.
particular set of skills. Okay,
That's fair.
running headfirst with reckless abandon into combat is one of those skills. If you want to call it that.
It's a skill.
I'd like to think so. That's gonna be fun. You're gonna be binging that out.
Yeah, most likely.
Are you gonna do like 5 days in a row? Just only gate.
Probably, most likely. And you can watch the all that Baldur's Gate 3 adventures over on twitch.tv/initiative.
Without the E. It's
Yeah,
initiative
without
without
the
the
E.
E.
Without the E. And I will probably tweet out when I start playing on at
Dude, I gotta work.
Twitter/initiative with two E's.
Dude, that is so confusing, man.
It is. It
Dude,
is.
I'm too boomer with these things. I don't know how the social medias and stuff, man. I'm trying, but like it's confusing. You gotta help me. You gotta help me.
Good. Like,
All
what
right.
do you need help with on it?
Oh, just working out how to do it in general, man. I'm just horrible with this thing. Like, me and socializing in real life and then transitioning that into the internet version of it is it's just not working. I'm gonna be honest. It's just I need help. Please help. But yes.
Fair enough.
So I can't even remember I can't even remember my social
You should
Oh,
probably
just
write it down.
I
Just so you,
should, but it's just funnier if I just try and remember it and forget every single time and just put it in a description and hope for the best.
God damn it.
Yes. I mean, my Twitch is Jamaican Jazz, as you could probably already tell. You know, our naming conventions are very, very creative. That's the podcast. We had a
Yeah,
chill time.
I hope,
It's a
yeah,
little
I
bit
hope
of a
everyone enjoyed.
quiet one this time around.
Yeah, not too much to talk about. Although, as usual, we spent like most almost an hour on Lost Ark
Yeah.
as usual.
You see, you were worried about us running out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Well,
When
anyway,
in doubt, wing it.
true.
Right.
Well, anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode, and we will see you all in 2 weeks for another episode of
Yep.
Leave
Yep.
First Ask Questions Later. Of an initiative.
And our outro game is still probably going to be terrible, so you're gonna have to bear with
Oh
us.
yeah, it
Yeah.
will be. It
Yeah.
will be. It'll still be
Episode
horrible.
3. That's one more than we thought we'd make it. So,
That's two more than we thought would
2 more. That's crazy, bro. I forgot how to count.
be. I was just expecting the one.
All right.
Anyway, thank you for stopping in and watching. If you got this far, good for you.
We're proud of you, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna head off now. Awkward goodbye. Bye now. Bye bye.
There you are.
Tell me when to press the stop recording button initiative. Bye. Bye bye. Okay.